Listen, if you thought Gotti was bad, well, the director of These decided to release this comic book adaptation about the government's infiltrating our minds through a broadcast signal, and he got a 0%. Now, I'm not saying that Rotten Tomatoes is the say-all, be-all to everything, but they got that consensus down. Obviously, Netflix counts a view nowadays, as long as there's electricity in your house, so it made it to the top 10, but I'm here to save you the 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like I said, it's based on a comic by the guy who did Deadly Class, which got its own show, and he even wrote Seven to Eternity, which I liked, but this ain't it.
Bad and fast. I have things that'll hurt permanently to death if that's what you want.
It is that. Let me explain. So according to the plot, in this not-so-distant future, the government knows the frequency in our brains that causes us to commit crimes, and they have this signal that would just turn it off. Pretty much, this is the type of tech people on Facebook think 5G is going to be. Graham is our main character, played by Edgar Ramírez, with such ease. It's like he's playing him in his sleep. He's a criminal who does crime, but he never hit the big one, you know? He wants his biopic to be The Score, but sadly it's the last days of American crime. After his brother reportedly takes his life in prison, he sets off to pull one last heist before the frequency takes over. But this movie is so cringy with how edgy it tries to be.
What kind of sicko fucks his stepmother? I introduced you to her!
And before that, she hacked the FBI.
That's right.
What can I get you? You want something? A drink? Cocaine? We got some great cocaine.
That's some bruise you got there.
I deserve them.
Their villains are also so touchy. It's like they played Skyfall for them on loop and said, do that. The way they have sex is so awkward, especially with the way it's filmed. Like, Liam got more thrusts in Taken 3.
Hey, what did we just check off your list?
Fuck a loser.
They then introduce Michael Pitt, who I really do like as an actor. I think he's very good. But here, boy looks like Jared Leto Joker after a shower.
You made my heart go kaboom, boom.
His name is Kevin Cash, and he has a hacker girlfriend who's actually the one Graham just uploaded his hard drive into.
Behind every great man is a woman.
I mean, he was behind yours. They end up working together since they want to literally pull the last crime on American soil before the API signal goes out, and it's a reverse purge forever. So they set out to kill the head honcho, jack his weapons, and bazooka their way out of there. Their plan is to hack a tower to disable the signal for 30 minutes or less in order to pull off the heist, but the hacker just so happens to be working with the cops. So we get an extra 30-minute subplot where she gets kidnapped. Graham gets cracked, beaten, and tied as Hush 2.0 tries to burn him alive before he realizes there's still an hour left in this movie. So
I should have never have called you a loser.
the worst part about it is that I read the comic as well just to see if it did anything better. It's no better than the movie. It's only 3 issues, and it shares a lot of the same problems that the movie has, which is the characters suck. So then you take a filmmaker who shoots on digital but works like they're on film, and it explains a lot. It's like this man had a 32 gig card in the Alexa, considering he made no attempts to get better takes.
Oh, baby, you, why you play with me? But you say he's just forget. You say you forgot something.
Kevin comes back embodying his inner Wiseau, and they pull off the heist, but then you get a flashback where Kevin was actually incarcerated and he was forced to fight so they could test the frequency on them. But get this, they then tell us that he found the channel in his brain where they can't reach him. But the cops found him.
Take the final one, I'm getting bored.
But I'm not done playing yet.
I said end it.
Graham takes his red pill and charges with his girl over the border to Canada for an escape, but obviously he doesn't make it. They do. And then you get reminded that Charlton Copley was in this movie, randomly playing a cop named Will.
I was wondering if I could still put my name down for the implant.
But he doesn't really do anything, and then the movie ends. See, my problem with it is that they never really take advantage of the story, yet it's so long. The world makes no sense, because all they did was really just spike up crime by having literal big-ass stop clocks letting people know how much time they had to loot. There's no deeper introspection on the testing done in prisons for profit, which they could have gone deeper in. It's a clear case of having an interesting premise that never gets explained because they'd rather focus on a cast of characters who are also not interesting.
To the last days of American crime.
But again, it's just coming from the dude who changed his last name because he was born 20 years after the bombing in Hiroshima and was like, Megaton, That's the name I want. Roll out. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I'm curious to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Definitely do not check out this movie. I'm curious to know if there's any other picks on Netflix that you would recommend or any of the other streaming services. I've been working on a video for Watchmen, so that one got a lot deeper than I thought that it was going to be, but I'm very excited for that one with a bunch of other videos that are coming out. But let me know of any of your thoughts. If you haven't seen, we've been doing these Monday live streams as well to kind of catch up on Letterboxd for the stuff that we've been watching. Many times we can't do a full LME on them, but I figured, you know, with the Monday live streams, we'd be able to catch up on some of the stuff, have like a Q&A and things. But yeah, let me know any of the other stuff that you have. This was a really crappy movie. I have nothing to say in the outro. That's how upsetting this one was, but I sat through it, so you don't have to. And yeah, that's it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
I didn't really see the point because I didn't know anything about the story. And